guys, my name is Kaushik and welcome back to Lambda Test. In this video, we are going to learn how to take the screenshot, and of course we are going to learn the coding part as well as we are going to understand why the necessity of screenshot in test automation. So why screenshot? Screenshot can be very useful in understanding the test execution flow of the application and its behavior. And then followed by capturing screenshot can be helpful in debugging any test scenario with easy. In case of test failure, screenshot can help to identify if the problem is with the test script or the application under test. While executing a test script, screenshot at certain steps can be compared with the baseline image to verify if there is any deviation from the actual image. So I believe you understood the concept of screenshot and why we need this. Let us understand how to code and achieve through Selenium. Let's get started now. So I'm going to use this page called lambdatest.com/Selenium playground. So here you can select this visible portion, right, the white color, the HTML page. Selenium can by default take the screenshot. In Selenium 3 can take the visible portion only. It cannot take the full screen page. Of course, there is a way to take the web elements, particular element. For example, let's say that I want to take the screenshot of this dashboard, or maybe like this get checked values, a particular button, then of course I can do that as well. So based on element or a particular region or the visible portions, we can take the screenshot. Okay, so let's get into the coding now. So first we'll learn in the basic the local Chrome driver. So I'm going to set the system.set property, and of course we have to set the driver path. So here I'm going to say /drivers, then followed by the driver name, that is Chrome driver.exe file. That's it. And of course we are going to execute in the Chrome browser, so I'm going to create an object for that. That's it. Very cool, right? Now let us go to this particular website. So I'm going to copy the URL, and here I'm going to say driver.get, and within this I'm going to pass my URL. Now what we are going to do is we are going to take the screenshot of the visible portion. So very simple thing. So here we can select driver.get screenshot as, and here you can say it will ask you what is the output you want to get. So here I'm going to say output dot type, output type dot file. Okay, so here you can select, we have three options. One is the base64, another one is the bytes, and another one is the file. We use this byte mostly in Cucumber report. So if you want to add a screenshot in the Cucumber report, we can use the bytes. File, basically it will take a raw file and we can give the extension like JPEG or the PNG. And base64 is also used in extend report. So it will be some kind of characters, lot of characters that will be embedded within the HTML itself. Okay, so as of now we'll go with the file, and that's going to return me a type called file. Okay, now we are going to use the Selenium inbuilt class, that is FileHandler. So let's call that. So FileHandler, and if you see here we are getting two options. One is from org.openqa.selenium.io and another one is from java.util.login. Of course we have to use the class that is available from the Selenium package. So I'm going to click on the first option, and then of course we have to create an object. So we'll create that. Then to make it simple, consider that in our system we have this print screen button, right? So when we click on that, of course it's going to take a screenshot, but that will be available in our temporary memory. Now if I want to use that, of course I have to paste it somewhere like MS Word or maybe Adobe Photoshop. So we have to capture the screenshot that will store in our temporary memory. Then from there we have to utilize that, right? So exactly same concept here as well. So here you can see get screenshot as, that's going to return me a file. Consider this is now in a temporary memory, and we are going to copy this file from the temp memory to the designated folder. Okay, so for that I'm going to say FileHandler dot copy. My source is the actual screenshot, that file, and then here I'm going to say new file. So I want to store in a new file, and then followed by I can give the path. So I'm going to store in the root level. So I can say /, then probably we can give some folder name like snaps, and then followed by I can give the file name. Okay, so here I'm going to say img1.png. okay, that's it. Very cool. It's easy, right? Now as soon as we do that, of course we are going to compiler is not happy. It's going to throw us some compile time error. Basically we are handling with the file. So when I say /, that means I'm targeting my root folder. In that folder or in that particular drive there might be not sufficient memory to store any file. So some kind of exception we can expect, right? So to make our compiler happy, I'm going to use the try catch. Okay, that's it. Very simple concept. And if you noticed here we are getting a warning, say like this is a static function, we can call it in a static way. That's very simple. So we don't have to create an object also. I can just call the class name dot followed by the function name. That's it. So here we don't even need this object initialization. So I'm going to delete that as of now. Okay. So very simple, FileHandler dot copy. Okay. Now what we have to do, of course we have to execute, right? So before that, just to save some memory, I'm going to quit the driver as well. Why I said save memory in the sense like whenever we run our test script, of course the Chrome driver is going to invoke and that will be take some memory in our RAM. But when we call the function driver.quit, it will clear the memory. Okay, so that is the reason in every test we must use this driver.quit. Okay, now let's go and execute. Hopefully it should run. If not, we will find it out. And first execution itself we got failure. That's not a problem. So if I go here, basically it's like illegal state exception. So by this time you should know what is illegal state exception. Of course I have done some mistake in setting up the driver path or this keyword maybe. So here webdriver.driver.chrome, that is wrong actually. So it should be like webdriver.chrome.driver. Okay, and here the file seems correct to me. Let's execute one more time. Okay, it's running now. Let's see if it's able to take the screenshot or not. Okay, so we got the browser, and once the page is loaded fully, then it will try to take the screenshot. But unfortunately, we got some exception. It says like file not found. Basically, this folder is not there in my project, so it's giving us error. Okay, so there is a way to create the folder with the help of Java as well, but I'm going to create it now manually. Okay, so right click new, and here I can say folder and I can give the name as snaps. Okay, yeah, that's it. Now I'm going to run this one more time. Let's see. Okay, so now the browser got launched and the website is also loaded and it got closed. Then definitely there should be a screenshot, right? Now let's go to our project and right click and do refresh. Okay, so this is the common mistake. After execution you can see like within the snap folder there is no file. So Eclipse does not refresh of its own the files. Of course the class files it will compile every time, so it get refreshed, but other files we have to refresh. Okay, so right click on your project and click on this refresh. Then if you go within the snaps folder, now you can see like img1.png, that is the file name we have given, and we got the same. You can just double click to open it up, and here you can see like yeah, we got the exact like whatever is visible there, we are able to see that. Now let me show in the folder. So if I go to this and show in System Explorer, then you can see the file. Okay, so if I double click, it's going to open in this photos. Yeah, so here we can see that. Of course, if you want to take the bigger screenshot, you have to maximize your browser. Okay, let me tell you the syntax as well to how to maximize this, right? So as soon as I launch the browser, I'm going to say like driver.manage.window.maximize. Okay, very simple function. Now let's execute this one more time. So okay, we have missed the semicolon, so let's run this. Okay, so now already I have image1.png. Now I'm executing the same code with the same file name image1.png, right? So what will happen in this case, in the sense the existing file will be replaced by the new file. Okay, so if I go to the folder, and here you can see like we got the bigger screenshot now, right? So how to take dynamic or like lot number of screenshot, in the sense, of course I cannot type img1 img2 like that, right? So what we'll do is we can use the date, or we can use some math.random to get the differentiate like random numbers. Okay, so yeah, you can try that, and that's going to be very, very simple. Okay, so we have taken the screenshot of the visible portion. Now if I want to take the screenshot of a particular region or a particular web element, I can still do that. Okay, so here let's say that I want to take the screenshot of this button. So I'm going to inspect and this has some input, I believe, ID, I believe. So that's show input. So I'm going to copy that, and here I'm going to say like driver dot find element by dot ID and the value. Okay, and that's going to return me a web element. Of course, we know that, right? So here I'm going to say like element, and then followed by I'm going to say element dot get screenshot as, and here we have to repeat the same code. Okay, so I'm going to say like output dot type output type dot file, and that's going to return me a file. Okay, so that will be like my screenshot as 2. Okay, or I can say simply say like SRC here. Okay, then what can I do is I can simply say like FileHandler dot copy, and my source is SRC and destination is going to be new file, and then followed by dot slash snaps, that is my folder name, and then followed by element dot png. You can give png or jpg, that is jpeg. Mostly we use png because the size will be little lesser comparing to jpeg, and quality will be also rich. Okay, and of course we have to again do the same thing, so we are going to use the try catch here. Okay, now let's go and run this one more time. Okay, so that's it. We got the proper execution. Let's go to the particular folder. So right click on snaps and then show in system explorer, and within this folder we can select 2 files now. Okay, so this is the first one, the visible portion of the page, and this one the element. So the particular element we are able to take the screenshot. Okay, similarly if you want to take a screenshot of a particular region, for consider this whole the simple form demo, this particular thing, right? So if you go and inspect this one, you can see, right, everything is within this class called something, right? So basically we have to find this element as a web element, and then we can say web element dot get screenshot as. That's it, very simple thing. Okay, now most of time what happens, this driver dot get screenshot as method, we don't get it directly. Why? In the sense like mostly since we are running in the Lambda test platform, which is like your grid concept, so we go with the remote WebDriver. So in that case, if I change this to like remote WebDriver, which is absolutely fine, we can still run our code in the local browser with the help of Chrome driver as well. Okay, but when we say like WebDriver, what will happen in the sense like, since it's an interface where the get screenshot as method is not there. Okay, so we have to add a casting. Okay, so we have to do the typecasting. So basically this screenshot as function is coming from this take screenshot interface, so we have to do the casting, and after that of course it's going to work. Okay, so that's it, very simple thing. Okay, now let us understand how to run this in the Lambda test platform and how to see the screenshot over there. Okay, so I'm going to undo my code here. Okay, and I'm going to copy the code from my previous class. So let's go and do that. Okay, so I'm going to copy this parameters and after method also, and I'm going to paste over here, and we'll change this. So now the build name is going to be like screenshot, something like this. And here test case name, of course we can get it from the XML file, and I'm going to run in the Windows 10 browser, and browser name we have already parameterized, so not a tension over here. Okay, and I think yeah, that's it, we are pretty much done. One thing we have to change, so this one, not this 2 line, should be commented or deleted. I'll just comment for your reference. Okay, now what we'll do, we'll do the same thing here, but already we have created a auth.xml, that is our XML file, right? So instead of this class name, I'm going to just change this particular thing. Okay, let us do one thing. I'm going to copy paste the same XML file, and here I will say like screenshot. Okay, and then followed by I have to change the package name. So my package name is currently, basically if I go to the class, and this is my package name, so I'm going to copy that and paste over here. then followed by my class name, that is also screenshots. So I'm going to copy and paste over here. Okay, and same thing, I'm going to change it from here to here as well. Okay, and of course we are going to do the parallel testing, and cross browser testing concept is also there. So if you see here, we have two test blocks. The first test block has a test name like test in Chrome, and second one is like test in Firefox. Okay, and of course the browser name is going to be Chrome first and then followed by the Firefox. Okay, so let's go and run this XML file, and let's go to our Lambda test platform. So here we can see that screenshot, that particular build name is there, and here you can select test in Firefox and test in Chrome. So both are running in parallel, and of course it's got completed as well. It's insanely fast. Let's go to this particular test. Okay, so within the test, if you go to this like all comments section, and here you can, if you mouse over, you can see like taking a screenshot. That is our step, right? So if you click on that, we can see that visible portion of that particular page, and we also took the web element, right? So if I click on this screenshot, you can see get checked values, that also we are able to see. Okay, so this is how we can see the screenshot in Lambda test platform. Okay, let me give you a quick recap. It's easy, just to make you more easier. Okay, so this parameter concept, before method and after method, already we learned in our previous video. So if you missed that, I will recommend you to watch that one, so you will understand the parameter concept in TestNG, and also how to run the test like a cross browser testing in Lambda test platform. Okay, and here very simple code. So driver.getScreenshot as is the function that is used to take the screenshot, and within this parameter we have to give like output.file. So this is kind of like your raw file, and here we are specifying what is the actual output we want, that is PNG. And this file handler is a Selenium inbuilt class file. Okay, so we don't have to use any other Java library. Mostly people do that, but no need. You can use the file handler that is available within the Selenium itself. Okay, and here we can say that call the function called copy, and this is my source file and this is my destination. Similarly, when I say driver.getScreenshot means, of course, the browser, the visible portion is going to be taken, and when I say web element, that means that particular element is going to take a screenshot. Okay, so that's it from my side. I hope you have enjoyed this screenshot video, and if you have any queries, feel free to ask me in the comments. Okay, so thanks for watching. See you in the next one very soon. Tada, bye bye, take care.